Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Welcome to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, represented by J&T Services. And if you notice, I've got an empty chair. I might break down and cry here in a little bit, but that's okay because I miss my co-host Sydney. Me and her went and had a good time Friday night at Thunder Road Bar and Grill. Went down to Bryant Robertson's place at Turn and Burn Hobby and Raceway. And Steve, he had a caboodle of cars. Do you hear me? And then I went Sunday and watched the outdoor stuff, and it was really good. I want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Man, I tell you what, we've got a good show lined up. My headset ain't right. We got a good show lined up tonight. I'm really excited. Three different divisions, three different paths, same quarter mile. Tonight, we're going to meet the new rookie class stepping into Bowman Gray Stadium, a place that doesn't care about y'all's resume. You hear me? Your past wins or your expectations. I'm going to be asking them each the same core questions tonight because at Bowman Gray, mindset matters. All right, before we do that, I'm going to get off and I don't see. I'm so reliant. You, all right, Sydney, do our sponsors now. She's not here, so I want to say hey to my sidekick, my co-host. I mean, oh wait, he's my producer, not my co-host. My producer, Patrick. How are you over there, bud?
I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing the same
I
on
am.
this Tuesday night. Never
Yeah,
a place to be.
I'm still fat and happy, so that's the most important thing. But yeah, let me give a shout out to all of our sponsors. As I always say, if you can't go to their business and monetize what they're doing, I highly recommend and beg you, please just go follow their page. That don't cost you a dime. And as always, somebody that's been with me. Wait, can y'all hear me? Can you hear on the phones? Can y'all hear? Okay.
Sounding good.
All right.
Sounding good.
Just want to make sure. All right. First sponsor of Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services, and they've been with me since day one, and I love them. Their family, H&H Auto Repair, Race for Kids, which is raceforkids.com, Williams Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Sykes Metal Roofing, Renee Hackett Realtor, Koger Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension Management, Swift Springs, The Dentist at Kernersville, Tiffany Jimenez, the Ginther Group, Krista Steel Racing, T-Town Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue in Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Coast to Coast Fishing Apparel, Blue Ridge Truck Line, Suntan Magic in Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer System, Triangle Fitness in Kernersville, Ideal Landscaping, JTV Sports Card and Memorabilia, my buddy Johnny Tilley, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. If you never ate there, I highly suggest that you do. 5 Points Tire and Auto, that is where we're at tonight. I appreciate you, Steve, letting us have the show here. That's where I'll sell some tires. If y'all come during this hour or two that we're doing the show, I got special on tires. Uh, just kidding. Bowman's Hauling and Grading. Choice Tire and Automotive, our other good friend over there in Kernersville, Eric Engelbert. Woodman Life Insurance, Jordan Anderson, S&P Lemonade, J&T Services, Harkey Litigation. If you need a lawyer, I highly suggest getting in touch with Scott Harkey. He is the one that's helping me, and Steve's actually going to be a part of this. We're going to have our His Glory, Their Story Foundations, where we're going to be a nonprofit. So I'm really excited about that, helping the kids with cancer. Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Make TV Great with Nate, Soul to Bowl Food Truck, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, and KevinSaysYes.com. And congratulations to KevinSaysYes.com and Brandon Ward on that win that they got in the Smart Modified Tour. As a big deal. It was the Zach Brewer Memorial, and for him to be such good friends and to win that race, it was very emotional and it was touching, I guess is the word. Your dad said he could have been the co-host. Well, I mean, we still got an hour and a half, so come on.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, ain't that the state, man? I know. All right, so let's say some hellos to Justin long time listener, big supporter of this show. I'd want to say hey to him. Good evening, Miss Gail. Hope you are doing fine. Uh, Alan Todd. Hey, Mr. Allen. I had Williams with Alan today, announcer over there at many years at Caraway. Hey, buddy, hope you're doing well since I seen you at lunch. And so Dustin Marshall, want to say hey to him as well. So we're gonna go about just a few minutes. Tate Crosby, hey y'all, hey Tate, golly, Tate. I wish I could have told you to pull a video up. I don't know if it's his dad, Chris. Tate's gonna be on. Tate's the one that was on a while back, y'all. He's 6 years old, and we got guests. So if you see me looking around, I'm trying to talk to everybody and y'all. Love you. Tate Crosby last weekend, I guess he was at Wake County, and this kid, he's 7 now. And he's the young man that was on here last year at 6 years old. And I said, Tate, what's the most favorite thing you like about going to the racetrack, buddy? All the hot mamas. You got to see this kid. He's cute as a button. But Tate had he's okay, but he had a wreck. So Tate's on the inside. Wait, yeah. I don't know, Chris. Anyway, either way, he got hit. Yeah. Tate's on the outside. Somebody come up and hit him like that. I mean, come up and hit him. And he starts barrel rolling down the track in a bandolero now. But yeah, his dad's already said he's okay. So glad that that's all worked out for Tate. But Tate's going to be on me and my producer here, Patrick. Me and him come out here 2 5 points. Steve let us in, and we worked really hard. Some of y'all was watching us to get in the phones. It's just the system's not to what we need and what we like. So I'm changing systems to where we can do phone calls, and that's a part of this show that I really enjoy. Now I got my new friend over here, Miss Alabama, and I'm kidding. Her name's Georgia, so I told her I was going to give her a hard time. But Miss Georgia, I'm gonna let her pick the winner tonight. Some of y'all that shared that post this morning where I could find these guys, the rookies that's going to be racing at Bowman Gray. And so she's going to pick a winner. You're going to get a $40 gas ticket over there at Tickle Pink. So that's what you win, $40. And gas is 309 now because of some clown starting a war. I love Trump, but damn, the daggone gas went from 252 to 309. And I didn't see a tanker truck over there either. Anyway, congratulations to Tyler Reddick, Michael Jordan, 2311. There's a lot of y'all out there, and I get it. Cheating. And I said this today at Williams. Half the people that talk about saying even the word cheating, let me tell y'all something. You probably never even know. Some of y'all don't even know what a can hard bar is for. You know, I mean, I've seen this happen, maybe not at the cup level. Well, we've all seen races 3 in a row won. Remember back when Harry Gant done it, Jimmy Johnson's done it, but we've never seen it 1, 2, 3 to start a season. Sometimes folks' hard work pays off. Okay, that's just all there is to it. The kid can drive. He's not a kid, but Tyler Reddick is a wheel man. Remember, he won at Richard Childress. Uh, he's won a lot of championships, and I feel like, I get it. I do. I really get it. But at the end of the day, it's almost an insult. That'd be like Mason coming on and winning 2 races in the modified division this year. But that boy's cheating. That's just not very cool. It's not showing a lot of couth, actually. Trump is my man also, but come on, dude, that's right. It's your daddy talking. So, but anyway, I'm not going to get into the politics of the show. It's just, I wish I knew the reason and all that. But anyway, congratulations to him. Also, Caden Guapo, who won the Cars Tour. What about our girl? Everybody keeps saying Carson Elledge, Carson Elledge. There's a little tussle. Uh, Doug Barnes got upset, and I like Doug Barnes, and I kind of wrote a post and kind of like I didn't like Doug Barnes, but that's just the nature of this business. I said specifically that was a jackleg move to go to a driver in his car in victory lane. And there's nothing wrong with talking, but when you reach your hands inside of that car in victory lane, that is a cowardly move, in my opinion. And there's a lot of y'all watching that drives race cars. And, you got to look at both sides of it. I get it, but there's a time and a place, and that wasn't it. But anyway, everybody's going Carson, 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 but it was her sister Kennedy who was on the left, and Kennedy had that dude by his back, and then with the help of her sister Carson, removed him from the situation. So, and Carson's been on this show more than once, so Carson's good people, they all are. But Aiden Guapo, expect many more wins by this young man. He's just as good as his brother and his dad. He's definitely going places. This is what I like about Caden Guapo. This kid wants to work. He'll go to Junior Motorsports. His dad's in charge of that. And his dad has always instilled and taught them boys how to work on their race car, no matter how far up the ladder they get. And Caden Quapple is definitely one of those people that works on his race car, and I admire that a lot. Also, as I said, in the smart modified division, Brandon Ward getting the win in the Zach Brewer Memorial. So congratulations to him. All right, we're going to do something I'm very proud to say, and we're going to take us a 2 commercial break, and we are going to be right back with my first guest. Y'all don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Oh, that's the music. All right, I'll save a little thing. Come on, baby.
If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them OCC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem.
Welcome back, Talking Circles. We are Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We're usually live from the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. Tonight, we are once again at 5 Points Tire and Auto on Kingsville Road in Winston-Salem. I'm looking at a few places. We are definitely going to be in a studio really soon. And if any of y'all out there know of a 400 to 600 square foot place to rent, lease, whatever, somebody let me know, please. All right. I want to welcome my first guest. His name is Grayson Lee. Grayson, how are you?
Good, man. Good.
Let me put this up to you just a little bit more. There you go. All right. Hey, listen, we're going to just jump right into it. I want you to tell, we just told their name. Where are you from, buddy?
Walkertown, North Carolina.
Walkertown, North Carolina. I with today, Williams, the fire chief there,
Really?
was there. He's a super nice guy. I can't remember his name. Imagine that. So are you excited about what you are fixing to get yourself and your people into?
For sure. Definitely very excited. There's a little bit of nerves going into it. That's it.
Do you have any racing experience?
No racing experience at all. A little bit of.
No racing experience, but we're going to just start at Bowling Green. What are you thinking?
That's a good place to run.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Bowling Green?
Yes.
Been going there?
Oh yeah, my whole life been going there.
Yeah. You ever heard that announcer?
I have. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Randy Pulliam is. He's awesome.
I like his, assistant too. a little bit better.
Yeah. Eddie Bottoms. Yeah. Eddie Bottoms. That's Eddie. Yes. Man, I'm going to have to get your daddy on the show because he should be here co-hosting or something. Give him a mic. Yeah. Eddie. He's such a nice guy. Yeah. Eddie Bottoms. Okay. So for all y'all out there, and I told these guys, don't look. I've got four not really hard questions or anything like that, but uh, why now?
So the
Let me
biggest
stop. How old are you?
20.
20. Why now?
So the biggest thing was coming into it, my whole life I played travel baseball. So that was the biggest thing when we came into racing, and then baseball finished up. We really, sat back hard at Bowman Gray watching in the stands, and me and Dad are sitting there, like, hey, maybe we should just give it a shot, see what happens and go from there. And we were back and forth where we were going to run mini stock or street stock, and we broke it down with prices and things like that. I sat down with a couple, my boss and stuff like that, talked about money, and we felt like right now was the best time in my life to start it now. That way, when we go into, the later chapters of having kids and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I can focus more on that than race some. But, right now we just feel like the best time financially and everything like that was now.
You said your boss. Who do you work for?
Right choice plumbing.
And who owns that?
Jacob Wright.
Good deal. Give them a plug again. Where are they out of?
So we're at a High Point. We service all the Triad areas, surrounding areas. Give us a call anytime.
And what do y'all just do? Your basic plumbing and everything involved?
Basic plumbing from little to big, all the way around. We do it all.
Make sure he sees this tomorrow. You might get a raise.
He might be on here now. He is on here.
All right. Uh, so that pretty much that's why this is the right moment in your life to come to Bowman Gray Stadium. You said you played baseball. You're a big dude. What did you play? Pitcher?
First and pitch. I was a little bit smaller then. I started eating when I
Ah,
finally-
somebody started
forgot-
feeding him.
You forgot the gym for a little while, so still not going, but
Yeah, I know. Me neither.
we had to go together sometime. Man. I won't show up. I won't be there.
Y'all, I messed up. Hold on. I got to start over. Those of y'all that watch this show know this, and I'm slipping. And I was talking about Trump and all this war crap. If you don't have your life right with the man upstairs, you might want to consider it, what's happening in our world today is Bible prophecy coming to just like that. And I'm not here to preach to nobody, but at the same time, I'm very proud of my walk with Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And my wish is all my good friends and everybody that I love and people that I don't know that we're all up in heaven talking about racing one day. But I opened up my Bible app, Ephesians 3. Hold on, let me get a Ephesians 3:8. To me, who am less than the least of all the saints, this grace was given that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ, and to make all see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the ages has been hidden in God who created all things through Jesus Christ. That's Ephesians 3:8 and 9, actually. All right, sorry I had to do that. I even told you I usually start the show like that. I got excited, new guests and new drivers, and I simply forgot. All right, John, I got you. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. What is he? Sarah King go first sometime. All right, so my former producers say, okay, I got you, John. Thank you. Let me know if that's better. All right. I told y'all I'm all over the place. You didn't believe me, did you? All right. So Tate Crosby's dad said he's good, ready for Millbridge Speedway. God, I'm ready. Have you ever been to Millbridge?
I'm not.
Have y'all, Mason? Have you ever been to Millbridge? Really? Y'all need to go watch these little kids on these little wing carts, and then on Wednesday night they have the micro micros, winged and non-winged. And I've got a video on this phone of Connor Zillich wrecking. I don't even know who got out. Like, "All right, everybody." But it's like it was bad. Those dudes, it looks like a bunch of ants. They get out there and they have 35 and 40 cars at one time on that little track. and they get it. You got Kyle Larson's kid out there. You know, Braxton Bush was always out there. It's a good time. All right, Grave, question 2.
I'm ready.
You doing good, bud? Is he doing good? Doing good? Dad, is he doing good? Okay, as long as Dad approves. All right. What's the biggest? Now, this might be kind of difficult for you, Mason. This is going to go Mason's race before. Once again, our other 2 guests hasn't. What's the biggest misconception drivers from outside of Bowman Gray have about the Madhouse? And you don't have to, don't sugarcoat nothing. If it's the fights, the drama, and all that, that's we all know. But in
It's
your
a bunch of
opinion,
rednecks that get in a race car and go have fun.
any track in the USA.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'd say the fighting and running the mouth and things like that, but that's what makes it fun.
Right. Uh, this is a good one. If you get tested in your first race at Bowman Gray, how long's your memory? You're a rookie.
Fast.
I mean, are you gonna, let's just say, I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna use my co-host. You're out on the track,
Oh, yeah.
Sydney Sanders, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Stephen Sanders' wife.
Yep.
And she's going into turn 1 after a yellow flag. And she's here, and you come across her nose, and she just does that. What? Are you mad?
If I came down on her, that's my fault, so I can't be too mad, but I'm gonna be a little upset if it's under, you know, a caution, but I'm not gonna hold it against her forever.
Okay, if that would have been under green. Okay, so another scenario, you were going, let's just say that you were in front of Sydney going into turn 3. Sydney lift, I mean, you lift, Sydney hits you in the back. There you go. You mad?
I'm gonna be a little upset for a little while, but I don't hold grudges.
Okay.
I don't hold grudges.
What if you get into someone and they get pissed at you?
See you next week.
He's doing good so far. I like it. You know, I'm hard headed. Size never has intimidated me in anything. But there are some people that's going to get out of the. I've seen this happen before. They get out of the car and they go, "Oh, good Lord, that dude's big." All right, that's about nothing. We don't want to have nothing to talk about. But yeah, that's probably be a surprise to get out. So, how tall are you?
6'3",
How much you weigh?
275.
320.
Yeah, about 320.
That's a big boy right there. All right. By mid-season, what do you want your name to be at Bowman Gray Stadium? So that means when I say mid-season, you know, we have a halfway break.
Yeah.
What do you want your name to mean at that place?
I think the biggest thing is, you know, respectable. You know, I never want people to not respect me. You know, respect's a big thing. No matter where you're at, whether you're at the racetrack or whether you're at home, you know, whatever work, respect's a big thing. I want people to know that I respect them too. You know, that, you know, I'm a respectable, you know, young driver. That, you know, my goal is not to go out here and wreck everybody and their mom, you know, to get through the field. That I'm just a respectful, you know, young man.
Respect's earned, not given.
Yep.
And that's especially there.
Oh, for sure.
I keep going there because the racetrack's just right there. So I just
Sure.
get used to it. Um, when the season is over at Bowman Gray, what will determine whether you were built for this place or not?
I guess the biggest thing is gonna be, you know, whether if I'm built for this place or not is how many torque race cars we bring home. You know, money. You know, money don't last forever.
No.
So it really depends on how much torque race cars we bring home. You know, if we can keep them in one piece, you know, and bring them home and go back every week and run majority of the season, you know, we'll be back next year. You know, I'd really love to say we'll be back next year now, but if we come home with so many torque race cars, it's not going to be feasible.
You do know there's a big chance of that happening.
There's a very big chance of that happening, and we know that. That's why we have multiple cars ready to go.
Multiple cars, really?
Oh yeah.
So with Dad on board, Do you have a crew chief? Is Dad gonna
Yeah,
serve like the
so
crew chief?
Dad's gonna serve the crew chief type role, and with a spot for me a lot of the times. I have another buddy who's gonna spot for me sometimes too,
Mhm.
and Dad and him are gonna rotate. Dad might crawl in a car every week, might crawl in a car every now and then, and get out there with me and see what happens because there is
I
another.
see where this is going. Son gets wrecked, father's pissed. Now we have 2 cars.
We have Plan C if we really need it, but
Yeah.
try not to go that far.
Let me ask you, I'm going beyond the questions and I'm fixing to let you run. And I've got, once again, if you picked a winner, uh, so have you reached out to anybody at the stadium to give you a helping hand?
Oh yeah, I got some guys that have helped out, a lot of the time, and helped me with some questions and things like that. And
Can I ask who you've reached out to?
so I can give you one name. The other name, he kind of's like, "Hey, look, don't tell people my
Okay,
sign up."
that's fine.
Got it.
Yeah,
Levi Holtz helped me a little bit.
good people.
I've had the Stoltz help a little bit too,
Good
in and
people.
out of times and things like that. Aaron's actually helped me a good amount this past weekend when we were down at Caraway. He kind of spotted for me some along with Dad,
Good
checking the
spotter.
car over with. So it was definitely a good spotter in my ears.
Yep.
We had a mic issue off the rip, and I couldn't hear Dad at all. And I was out there for the first time, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking when you're out there for the first time with all them boys, and it's like no spotter in your ears or anything like that. So Aaron definitely played a big fact in that. But we've had a couple, guys help me and call me and things like that and tell us what to do.
Caraway's racing Sunday, aren't they?
Yeah, so that's gonna
Are
be
you
the first
racing me?
race. Yeah, that's gonna be the first
You
race
have
of the
your
year.
spotter?
Yeah, come on. You can be in my ears. Just don't yell at me too much.
We'll get it done. I don't yell.
All right, we'll
No,
be good.
no. I don't only talk. Uh, first time I spotted for Tommy Neal, this is the fact. He was a 2-man crew. He was racing under the Gale Force suspension banner. And Bubba Gale he had like 3 cars he was taking care of, and Tommy didn't have a spotter. And Bubba said, Carter, I can do it for you. And so we won. We
Hey,
won.
there
So
you
I
go.
was 1-1 with Tommy Neal. But anyway, uh, well, heck yeah, man. So sponsor wise, and I've always done this, and I said it to, I'm gonna set it up for you. Uh, whether you have sponsors 1, 2, 3, or 4, you can always use 11, 12, and 13.
For sure.
You got some people you want to thank,
Yeah, for sure.
and
So,
also you could use another sponsor. It wouldn't hurt the cause, correct?
yeah, we got a couple more spots left for sure. We're looking for, coming into the stadium season this year. We need about 5 to 6 more to run the full season, and be able to afford it. That's still money out of my pocket and things like that. But if we could get about 5 or 6 more, we could run a full year, be pretty comfortable.
Right.
Turn
Right.
one up a time or two, it'd be all right.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, well, take this time to thank family, friends, and sponsors, buddy.
yeah, so we got Right Choice Plumbing. Call us for all your plumbing needs. We got Resto Pro, a restoration company out of Greensboro. We got Tar Heel Builders. We have the Chimney Sweep out of Kernersville. We got Carl's Auto YouTube channel. We got Southern Land Works. And like I said, we can always take more. There's a lot more spots left on the car. Thank you to my wife and my dad. We've had a lot of hiccups in the road trying to put a car together for the first time, making phone calls, asking what gears to run, things like that. So, the time and the patience they've had. The good Lord above, none of us would be here without him. This wouldn't be possible. I couldn't drive a car without him. And that's all I got.
Aaron Stoltz.
Let me read this.
You should see Grayson getting this going.
You really should. So I'm kind of big, and a mini stock is kind of small. It's a funny sight.
You just watch. Aaron will have a video of you doing this, and he will have a TikTok with 1.2 million views on it. Watch.
Oh, he will. And you know what, though? That might get us some more money to go race some more. So,
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
yeah. I'll get Aaron to send you a video this weekend, all right? That
Yeah,
way you can have it.
you got the modifieds a race. Mason, are you racing too? This would be a race that you'd usually be in, right? Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, the tour mods are going to be there, and I'm hearing. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I think if Mike Robertson, I don't know if he's watching, I think Chase Robertson is going to have his debut in a modified. I think. I know they're doing some testing this week, blah, blah, blah. And I talked to Mike twice today, and I should have asked before I done this show. Don't hold me to it. Somebody listening or watching that knows may be able to tell us. But anyway, look, man, I wish you nothing but the best. I want you and your family. It was nice to meet y'all. I want you to go out there and have a good time. Um, I'll be giving you some driver info sheets before long, so me and Mr. Randy don't mess up. I know how to say your name, so that's good. But thank y'all for coming on. The purpose of this is let the people out there, the fans, see who's coming. But if you're going to have that helmet on so much, I want people to see a face of what's going to be the new people. And I hope y'all have a great year.
Perfect.
And I wish you nothing but the best. And thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming on, man.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome, buddy. See you. All right, that's going to do it for Grayson Lee. And you stay right there, buddy. Don't leave yet. We're going to go to another commercial back. What is a commercial back? We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. And if you go to the refrigerator, hurry back. Hey, good. Hey, good.
At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store, stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them OCC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336 961 6688.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. Chris Carter is my name. We are presented by J&T Services. We're coming at you live from 5 Points Tire and Auto. We are usually in the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios, which we will be very soon, sooner than later. So we appreciate Steve Stroud letting us come here and hang out. These boys are going fans. This going. You drivers, you street stop though.
Yeah.
Oh, you on your name,
Devin Pendergrass.
Evan, spelled like heaven but with a D.
Yes, sir.
And I say that's how do you because it's spelled Deaven. And I was making sure, but to me, it's Devin. And he said, just like heaven, runs with heaven. I was like, man, I like the way you think. So I said, Devin, tell him the full name.
Devin Drake Pendergrass.
There you go. There you go, Devin Drake. All right, thank you. It was nice knowing you. So where are you from?
Live in Blues Creek.
Good old Blues Creek.
Blues
That's a.
Creek.
Do you hunt deer?
Absolutely.
You shoot ducks?
I'm gone. I'm not a very good shot at ducks.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of you remind me of like you could be related to Jace Robertson. Or do you ever watch Duck Dynasty?
Absolutely. Yes.
Man, you don't watch it. I love that show. I've got one of those boxes, Make TV Great with Nate, and you can go to all like Sanford and Son. I'll watch Sanford and Son for you. Yes, sorry, okay. Talking to the older crowd over here. He was probably the producer on Sanford and Son at one time. Sanford and Son makes me laugh so hard, but I love me some Duck Dynasties. So, all right. So you already know the questions, I guess. So that means you're going to be a cheater already. So welcome to Bowman Gray. What's new? And if, now I ain't gonna have a job. I had lunch with a lot of people at Pulliams. Have you ever been to Pulliams?
Yes.
Have you, Miss Georgia? You're in trouble. Have you?
Absolutely.
I know you have, Mason. Have you? Then you haven't. If you have to think about it, you haven't. Okay, so I highly recommend y'all going to Pulliams, the best hot dogs on the planet, and I go there all the time. And Mr. Mark is a big sponsor on this show, so Pulliams. And usually, I have when their phone systems. We hope to get our phone system. No, we will have phones up next week. So what we do on this show every week, except today, of course, we have a Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliams Hot Dogs and Barbecue. That's where I feature a kid in racing. And like I said, we've had a 5-year-old on, 6-year-old, all the way up to 13 and 14. And if you say Cam's Corner for the kids, 13-year-old get pissed off and they don't like, but I get it. But Cam's Corner is named after Tim Brown. I guess y'all know who that is. His son Cam, and this is not a long story, but I went and announced at Carteret County, and we were going down the road, and we stopped at a red light on whatever highway that is over there, going to the beach, coming back from the beach, and Cam Woods went, but the night before, I'd stuck a microphone in that kid's face, waiting on his daddy to get out of the car. And he just blah, 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 blah. They just rambled on and wasn't scared one bit. And I just said, you know what? So that's how Cam's Corner come about. So I'm big fan of Tim, big fan of Bert. I'm a big fan of all the drivers. I'm going to be one of your biggest fans, okay? So don't make me look bad. But man, do you have racing experience?
No, sir.
And you're going in the street stop.
Absolutely.
Let's have a moment of silence. Everybody remove your caps and stand up, please. I'm still going to do these questions. Don't be cheating and looking, but please tell me what made you decide to go to a street stop. You're a fan of Bowman Gray, obviously.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Like everybody else, you've been going there for a long time, obviously.
Yes, sir.
You've heard the announcers.
I have.
They're good.
Great.
I mean, man, and last year I had the whole crowd singing happy birthday to Chase Robertson.
Yes,
We
sir.
have a good time. And you said, I want to race in the 4 division. I want to race that.
It fits me best.
I can see you and my buddy Brian Robertson being teammates like buds. I can. Do you know Brian?
Not personally. I've watched him race a long time.
Yeah, he's that's a very I love them all, so I can't say my favorite, but man, they're very competitive over there in that division, as you know, as they are in all divisions. And you know, Mason's the one I'm putting on the hot seat because, as we all know, the modifieds are our premier division at the Madhouse. And you know, Mason reminds me of Ethan Truel, and I didn't know Ethan Truel until I went and said, "My name's Chris Carter." Blah blah blah. I've met Mason. I've got to know Mason. I've got to know his dad. I've met his mom at the Circle K. We didn't tell his dad, but it was anyway. We I did. That's a true story. You know that. I bet your mom was like, she had on a shirt. Was like, hey, man, why are you wearing that new shirt? Well, that's my son. I'm like, oh, yes, ma'am. How you doing? Uh, but and you know, he's gonna hot seat. All of y'all are gonna be on the hot seat. But this street stock division, man, they don't take no prisoners, as you know.
No, they did not.
All right, to our questions. Hold on, let me make sure nobody ain't talking about us, okay? Oh, yeah, John Cox. He's glutton for punishment. Victoria and
That's my wife.
oh yeah, say a prayer. Yes, ma'am. We will be praying for you as well as your husband, okay? Um, okay, so everybody's where's Mason Wilson? He's coming. Chill. Jeez. Uh, okay. All right. Hey, Tiffany. All right. Why is this the right moment in your in your career when you don't have a career? Why is this the right moment for how old are you? Let me ask you that.
24.
24. We have 2024, which is getting older to start a racing career. And in a lot of people's eyes, mine included. Why is this the right moment to go to Bowman Gray of all places?
Honestly, I've been surrounded by some really good men
Mm-hmm.
that do race and
Mhm.
have raced at Bowman Gray, and it was the right time. I prayed a lot about it. I talked to my wife about it.
Mhm.
Finally, we came to the conclusion that this is something that I've wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
and I'm super passionate about. And
Right?
I pulled the trigger.
You know what you're getting into. So at the end of the day, so what's the biggest misconception in your opinion, Devin, drivers from other tracks think about us, the Madhouse?
I could name a couple.
Name them. Listen, we don't sugarcoat nothing on this show. Nothing. If you even say a cuss word, I'm not going to be mad. I'll apologize to the viewers for you. So
I got to work on my PR training for that.
oh, you're, I'll help you with that.
Honestly, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is there's a lot of money that flows around there.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, there's people over there that got money,
Mm-hmm.
but there's more people than that that are putting in the time and work.
Right.
This is a very passionate racetrack. This is not a let's throw a car together, go run a couple races. This is their livelihood for the most part.
Yep.
I know quite a few people at this track, and all they do is work on the race car, build the race car, fix the race car, drive the race car. That's it. We're not a bunch of rednecks just going out and throwing whatever we can together. Uh, we're a very passionate crew.
You yeah, right. And I didn't ask Grayson, what's your car number? 03
14.
14. Okay. Um, by mid-season, what do you want your name to mean to the Bowman Gray Stadium?
I want to be known as a clean driver, somebody with a level head. I really, I look at Christian Joyce. I enjoy the way that he races.
Do you know Christian?
Not personally.
Okay.
I grew up with his cousins, actually.
Okay.
I have just never had the chance to talk to
Right. Let me ask you this. You mentioned other drivers. Is there people, have you reached out to Billy Gregg?
him. Not Billy Gregg directly, Cooper Lowe.
Oh,
Too.
yeah.
Um,
Who's the one? Wait. Robbie White, I think, is the one that told me about you. Somebody who knows Robbie White? Is it you? Okay, Robbie told me about you. Okay.
I've talked to Cooper Lowe, Jonathan Brown. He has been the biggest help. He he is my biggest support.
John Boyd.
John Boy.
I guess I should have told him you was going to be on. I talked to him 3 times today. Actually, when I pulled into Pulliams, he was pulling out.
That does not surprise me.
Uh, well, I'm not going to pick on you no more because Jonathan Brown is one of my very best friends on planet Earth. So you're getting a pass there. Uh, 2, he's probably one of the top 4 people that I know that knows about a race car inside and out. And I would put his driving ability, his God given driving ability, his God given talent against anybody that would race. Anybody. So that's good. That's good. Um, there's nothing wrong with leaning on people like that, and there's nothing wrong with leaning on a Billy Gregg or anybody like that. Just like with you, Jason, Steven Sanders, just right. Here's the thing about the stadium, and obviously y'all know that. I know Mason knows it, but these guys, they will help you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One week y'all might be cussing each other out, and then the next week you need him to help you to accomplish something or need a tire, whatever. Uh, that is the beauty of Bowman Gray. And a lot of people out on the outside looking in that calls us clowns and drama queens. That's those people that doesn't deserve internet access. Uh, they don't quite get how we do things over there and how passionate and it's a big family. And I hope I've shown people on the outside about this just with some of the fundraisers and stuff. Not just the fundraiser that Chris Carter's been involved in, but when I do it, it involves the whole place. We had the whole stadium. I don't know if y'all remember this when Emma passed away, that little girl with cancer from Walkertown. Uh, it's amazing to me how passionate people are about each other at that place. And once again, on the outside looking in, all we do is fight and act like a bunch of hoodlums. And that is true. But there's a lot of family oriented stuff that goes on at Bowman Gray. When the season's over, Devin, what will determine whether you were built for this place or not?
Honestly, going into it with no experience at all, if I can keep the car together and I can show improvement throughout the season, uh, that'll be the telltale. Uh, I've always put my family first, so my wife and my daughter, and we've talked about it several times.
Hmm.
And I said, if this becomes a financial burden, I won't follow through with it. I'll make
Right,
sure that they're taken care of.
right.
But I want to go out and show improvement and show what I can do.
Hmm.
This is I'm quite a competitive person, and this is something that I've always been drawn to. And if I can show improvement, I'll be back next year.
Right. Um, what do you do for a living?
I'm a mechanic.
On car like this?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Genuine Car Care. About
Shout out, give them a plug, bud.
Genuine Car Care on 66 in Kernersville.
Hmm.
Great group of guys over there. They I trust them with my life. So
What do they work on? Foreign, domestic, everything?
everything. The owner will not turn it away. We will figure it out one way or another.
Is Bowman is which way to you, George? Is Bowman Gray going to shape you, or are you going to shape it?
I'm pretty hard headed. I'm not gonna let anything change my values, my morals. But if I gotta fit square peg into a round hole, I will.
Yeah. I like the way you think, bud. I do. I like the way you think. Trying to give something out of the hat that I didn't give Grayson over there. Um, let's see here. I got so much junk on this phone. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find a good one. Let me go on up here. This is great. You got off lucky, Grayson. 6 months from now, our season starts April the 18th at the mid-season break, July 4th weekend. When fans hear your name at the Madhouse, what are they saying about you?
I honestly hope they know my name. I don't want
I'll make sure they know your name. The first time you rang, I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, I tried to tell him on that show of mine, but he wouldn't. You know, I can't say that. I'd never do that. But and you know what? You kind of already answered that, and I think it is that I think it's important for all three of y'all when you go into the Madhouse, when you go to Bowman Gray, and Jonathan will tell you this. You know, it's kind of like what I said to somebody in here earlier about being saved and being a Christian. I'm saved, but I'm not soft. Okay, you know there'll be a lot of give and take as a rookie, in my opinion. But I feel like that Grayson as well and you that I've just met y'all, that you're definitely not gonna be a pushover.
sir. Absolutely.
Now, how big are you? How tall are you?
6'3".
2 boys, poor Mason, when he just he can look like a midget. Oh, me. Alright, sponsor-wise, do you have, sponsors lined up?
Uh,
Do you have some?
so at the moment, I have 4.
Yeah,
Um, I still have plenty of spots open.
yeah,
It's been a rough go at it trying to get a car together.
mhm.
Um, Sponsorship's hard. It- Talking to people is hard. That
And
is something that I was not prepared for.
of all the I've been doing this a long time. I'm old. I'm real old. You'd be surprised if I told you how old I was. You probably wouldn't believe it. A lot of people don't. But anyway, that's irrelevant. I've been to a lot of tracks, announced at several different tracks, and done a lot of PR in my life. But it's almost like Bowman Gray. If you really get out there and work at it or hire somebody to do it for you. And when I say hire somebody, when you hire that person that has to have that same fire about finding you a sponsor as you do a driver. They have to love what they do and do what they love, and they have to know what they're talking about. But at Bowman Gray, it's just something about talking about those 15 to 17,000 fans in the stands to me that sometimes can be the hook in the water. It's just getting out there and finding somebody that's been in Winston-Salem for the last 70 years that hasn't heard that. And it's important to find new places and places like that, in my opinion. But I feel like that if you really try and dig, or you got Jonathan Brown helping you, that's going to help some too because he can give you a lot of pointers as well. But in my heart, I feel like that of all the tracks I've been in, this would be one of the easier tracks to get sponsorship at. Now, as I say that, I've had to go and try and get sponsors. I've got there's several drivers that I help. I don't announce it and tell everybody. There's several drivers there that I help to try to get sponsors for, and it's hard. Okay. I don't want to act like this is easy because it's not. And there's a lot of broken promises. I'm a firm believer if talk the talk, walk the walk. And when you go out there looking for these sponsors, Devin, and then a week later, when they tell you to come back, Mr. Smith ain't here. He's gone to Iran to fight the war or something. I mean, they just come up with the most craziest crap you've ever heard. But what I want you to do now is you got your list ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want you to give a shout out. It doesn't have to just be spot. You will always hear me say this, even when I'm down there interviewing a winner. Take this time to thank family, friends, and sponsors. Don't forget about the family.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, the Lord.
Amen.
I couldn't do anything remotely what I have been able to do without him. Um, my wife, she has been my biggest supporter in anything that I want to do. I honestly don't know how she let me do this, but that's a different story. Sponsor wise, PB Yao Limited. He is my tool man, go to for hand tools, electric tools, anything. Any welding and fabrication. He's going to be a big sponsor this season. I'm going to tear up some cars. Uh, Bark and Bush Landscaping. That is my brother-in-law. He has a fantastic landscaping company. extremely professional, does anything bark and bush. And then the parlor salon, fresh haircut for tonight. So anything that you need, women, men, children, they do it all.
Where are they at?
Kernersville.
I'm going to get it. Well, so much gray hair. I ain't gonna take my hat off. I started to get. I said I'm gonna get a haircut before tonight because I get these wings. Go out like this. But I said, you know what? I'm wearing a headset, so it don't matter. But tomorrow I'm going to go to that place and get a haircut.
Absolutely.
I promised to the man above I'm going to get a haircut, and I'm going to tell those people why I'm in there.
Good.
Okay, that's important. That's important, and that's just like I say with the sponsors I have on this show. It's even if you can't go get a haircut, how hard is it to like or follow their Facebook page? It's free.
Yes, sir.
It's free, and that's one of the things I love about this social media. Family, anybody else you want to?
First, Jonathan Brown. I couldn't have done any of this without him. Greg Hartless, he's been a big help.
Good.
Cooper Lowe, Donnie Martin, he gave me a great deal on my first car.
Okay, so that's the car. Don. Yeah, okay.
Donnie's old car. yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Good piece.
Doug Patton, he is my motor man. He has helped me out more times than not, talked me off the ledge. He's got a silver tongue whenever it comes to race cars, but God, it helps every once in a while. That's what I need. So,
You're in good hands. You're going to be fine. Grayson, you're going to be fine. Y'all going to be fine, except for Mason. All right. Well, hold on. Your dad's saying something. Let me get my glasses on so I can see. Dear Chris, if you talk about my son one more time, I'm going to be in the parking lot. What is wrong with this man? You know what he said? I got some new electric shears. Meet me at SNR parking lot. Look at that man. Miss Victoria, your wife. How did your husband do? I want you to type right there. I want you to how did you do? I thought he done great. Now I don't know the answer. Dustin Marshall, Daniel Dye won in. Was that Donnie's car he won in? No.
no, that was Cal Martin's car.
Yeah, Cal Martin.
Cal.
Cal Martin's car. Yeah, I said it was Cal Martin's car. That's what I thought. They all park right there by each other. So it's well, your wife hadn't answered me. She's probably not even watching, or she's watching and seeing you and look at my sexy husband. No, she ain't answering me. All right. Well, anyway, look, man, I wish you nothing but the best, just like I told Grayson. I think you're going to be just fine. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Your family knows what you're getting into. Feelings are going to be hurt. People are going to be mad. But I'm going to say it for the second time already. I've already said this, but it is one big happy family at the end of the day. There's drivers out there that they would walk 83 miles through roof attacks and broken glass barefooted to help another driver. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So anything I can do for you on this end, whatever, all you got to do is reach out. Y'all are all welcome to be on here again anytime you want to. If you need sponsorship help, I'll be glad to help any of y'all out. So I wish you nothing but the best, and I appreciate you being on. All right.
Yes, sir. I
All right.
appreciate the opportunity.
All right. So y'all tell him bye. All right, we got old Mason coming up next, but right now, as always, we're going to take a quick commercial break. If you go to the refrigerator, please come back. Don't leave us. We got one more guest, and we're going to wrap everything up. Talking Circles with Chris Carter. We're presented by J&T Services. We're live at 5 Points Tire and Auto. Thank you, Steve Stroud, for allowing us to be here. We are usually at our Choice Tire and Automotive Studios, so we want to thank Eric Engelbert for being the studio sponsor as well. I want you to know over there, you're doing a great job, producer. Are you all right over there?
Trying my best. That's all.
All
That's all
right.
I can do.
I'm getting some good texts too. You're doing great, man. I appreciate you. All right. Wait, real quick. There's Mr. Bernard Scott. He is a friend of mine. I ain't talked to him in quite some time, but speaking of the fundraisers, we raised some money for his daughter. I actually seen Bernard. I got a message from Bria about a pageant or something. So just to know that this young lady who needed some very serious heart surgery. We had a shindig from over at Choice Tire and Automotive, ended up raising a lot of money. I sound like Donald Trump. A lot. I mean, a lot of money for this child. And she had her surgery and everything went well. But hey, Bernard, I know I ain't talked to you, buddy, but we'll get together and have something to eat real soon. All right, wait, she come back, Miss Victoria. Miss Victoria, how did he do? Crickets. All right, we're going to commercial break. I'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Carter, host of Talking Circles with Chris Carter and an announcer here at the historic Bowman Gray Stadium. And I want to just take 1 second, if I could please, to tell you all about Velasta. I've discovered Velasta. I'm now day 18 of taking this amazing product. I had Sam Shepard on my podcast 3 weeks ago. And once again, I've had arthritis of my spine and my knees, and I've been able to get around. It's made such a difference in my life. I had these things on my elbow that are basically gone away now. So go to Velasta.net, check this amazing product. I promise you'll thank me. Velasta.net, Velasta Racing. Y'all go check them out. It has made such a difference in my life. I'm telling you, my way of living has changed drastically in only 17 days. Check them out, Velasta.net. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your #1 source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. My name is Chris Carter. We are presented by J&T Services. We're sponsored by Lipton Diet Green Tea Citrus, and you should buy some at your local Tickle Pink. Okay, speaking of Tickle Pink, my new friend, Miss Georgia, Grayson's lovely wife, has picked us a winner. The winner is Sarah Cook. Sarah Cook has won $40 of gas from our friends at Tickle Pink. Is located on Kernersville Road, right across the street from 5 Points Tire and Auto. Miss Sarah, if you're watching or if somebody knows Miss Sarah, let her know she's won $40 worth of gas at Tickle Pink Convenience Store on Kernersville Road. You simply just have to reach out and send me a message. Actually, my phone number is on one of the posts from this morning. Email, phone. Uh, uh, I'd like to hear a reply within, I don't know, 2 hours, or you're the loser, you don't win. No, I'm kidding. At least I'll give it 2 days. Is that fair, y'all? 2 days? Yeah, I think that's very fair. I'll announce. I'll post it on the page. But anyway, Miss Sarah Cook, you've won the gas at Tickle Pink. Thank y'all, everybody. I ended up being like 100 and last I looked, it was 152 shares. So that was very. I love it when people do that. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Well, everybody's wanting to know where Mason is, and here he is, but we've got technical difficulties, and we're going to have to go off the air. Bye-bye. All right, it's so good. Mason, everybody's on here like, hey, there's Mason, there's Mason. I think a lot of people's been waiting on you. Finally, we've been wanting to get you on here way before all this come about.
I know we've been talking about it for a few years.
Yep, several years we have, and here we are. And I'm so excited for you. And as I've said earlier, I've got to know your dad, and I don't know your mom, but I've met her, and your dad is y'all have always been associated with Tim Brown and working on an '83 car, and y'all have a very passionate love for Bowman Gray Stadium. I know this for a fact, and I know your dad's very good with a race car. I know just from talking to Devin, he told me about John Boy, but I know John Boy loves Mason Lawson, thinks the world of you, knows you got some talent, and he's been a big help to you, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, I couldn't have done it without him. He's been here from the beginning.
Hey,
He he's helped me with a lot of stuff. It's been good.
didn't you have one of his cars?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're going to run at the stadium?
No, so I've got his Blewett car, the
Yeah.
red, white, and blue car. That's a 602 car. And new to me, I built a new car this year. It was one of Tim's old cars actually.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I guess it's safe to say it's a good piece.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, the modified division at Bowman Gray is I almost said the Brad Golf Cars modified. I got to make sure everybody's back on board before I start saying the law office of the John Barrow Sportsman Division and Brad's Golf Cars modified. But in the modified division, that is, according to NASCAR and the powers that be, that is our premier division. Uh, just like these other guys, but you know it like I know it. You're jumping into a hornet's nest. The good part about this is, as you know, you've got experience racing a modified. You know a lot of the guys over there. And I think the guys that know you, Mason, is going to be like, I'm going to use Riley Neal, Slate, and Ethan Trull. I'm going to use those 3 youngsters as an example. All 3's been on this show more than once. Riley's dad was a champion at Bowman Gray. You know about Bert Slate. And Ethan Trull, a long time legends experience. And Ethan come in and earned that respect that I was talking to Devin and Grayson about earlier. Um, Slate is he's got that Myers name, and Riley Neal, he's just that kid. He's just been really, really, really good. I feel like that all 3 of those will win a race this year. You stepping into the modified division. What? Let me ask this, and I'm going off script a little bit. It's just I know you know you. Uh, what brought this on to go race at Bowman Gray?
Well, that's Bowman Gray's what got me into racing. I've been going there since I was 6 months old, so it's all I ever knew. We went with the 602 route to begin with. It was a little bit cheaper option
Mhm.
just to get my feet wet because I'd never drove anything else. But we sat back and we still went to Bowman Gray every week. And you sit there going, looking at these guys, seeing the exposure that they get and the sponsors and everything like that. And you want it. And just different things led to it. And we got to looking at numbers and just stuff like that. And it made sense that this year was the year that we pulled the plug on it. And we'll just see how it goes from there.
You excited?
Very excited, yeah. This is probably the most excited I've been going into a new season.
I think y'all, our first practice is March 14th.
I think it's the 21st.
Is it the 21st?
I think so.
21st?
Yeah.
21st. Are y'all practicing both the start? Yeah. Yeah. And who's going to be your spotter?
Yeah. So Owen Hester, which is John Boy's nephew, he spots for me.
Wait.
You know
Owen, the
about-
ball player,
Yeah.
Owen.
Yeah. Yep.
Owen's going to be your spotter?
Yeah. Yeah. He spotted for me since the beginning now.
I wasn't aware of that. How did I miss that? Huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, Owen would get on a go kart, hurt feelings.
Oh yeah.
That kid would. It's
Yeah.
just, where does this come from? I mean, that he's. Yeah, John Boy caught a lot of crap because of him. Owen. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool, man. Look, Anna Wade. There's Miss Anna. Well, hello. How nice of you to join the show, Anna. I need a haircut, but I'm going to the new sponsor. Sorry, but Anna used to cut my hair all the time. She did.
That's where Anna works as the partner.
Anna, I'm coming to get a haircut because of. Does she? Why didn't you tell me where it was at? Maybe you did say that, and I was just like looking at my phone or something. Well, anyway, yeah. So I did not. I can't believe I didn't know Owen was your spotter.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes me so proud. I love that kid. I mean, and I tell him I'm a big. Halfway through the season, I tell y'all I love you. Don't take it. I'm not trying to make a move on you. I promise. I mean it. I tell a lot of people I love them because, you know, if I pass away, I'm just, that Chris, last thing he said to me was, I love you. That's what you wanted. You know, that's me. Used to be the other way. All right. It says, look, Anna wants me to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Who got your hair?
Miss Anna cuts my hair.
Miss Anna. Oh, that's, yeah. Good people. I like Miss Anna. All right. Owen is the man. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of answered, why is this the right moment in your career? In your career, you have a career to come to the Madhouse.
Yeah, it just kind of made sense how it all worked out. The 602 deal is really hard. There's a lot of stuff there that goes on with motors, what you can and can't do, and it's very flexible. And it just wasn't really working out how we would like it to, and we felt that Bowman Gray was just the right route for my career right now. And, it might not work out, but we figured we'd come and try it.
I like it. I'm fixing to say, wait a minute. Your wife has cut my hair. It's all coming together. I've had a brain injury back in 2018. Y'all hear about it eventually as the coma, the whole 9 yards. And now it's starting to all come back to me. Your wife has cut my hair. She has. She just let me know. Roll Tide, Jim. Roll Tide. Uh-huh. All right, I don't want to get off beat now. God, that's embarrassing. But your wife and Victoria's your wife helped us at me and John Boy. We did a dirt race, and Victoria came with Anna. That Victoria, like Anna's best friend, Victoria.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to commercial break. I'll be right back. All right, it's all coming. It's like one big happy family or something, isn't it? Golly. All right. Somebody named Tristan, she knows mine as well. Hey, yes, Anna said yeah. Okay. All right. Sarah Cook won the $40 worth of gas. But if nobody knows Sarah Cook, let her know. All right. Because you've ran around that place just like them, but more involved working on a team and everything. What do you think, Mason, is the biggest misconception that drivers and people from the outside looking in get about Bowman Gray?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Chris. In my opinion, the biggest misconception is people look at Bowman Gray and say you can't race there, which is not true. I think we can look back to 2019 is a big one in my opinion. I think it was Tim, Brandon Ward, and Burt went 3 wide down the backstretch. and pulled that off. And then here at the Cup race here this year, they were going 3, 4 wide, and yeah, there's bumping and banging, but you can pull it off. Bowman Gray's got a little bit different style of racing, maybe you can say. Most tracks you look at, you just try and get the run up off the corner or something like that, which you can do. But there you got to look at it and just know um, if you're slower than the guy that's behind you, you got to expect a bump coming.
Hmm.
Now, there's a difference between getting a bump and getting run over. You know, if the guy in front of me is slower than what I am, if I'm faster than him, I'm going to drive in and give him a bump, work him a few laps. And, if he's holding me up, I'm going to drive in there and give him a good shot and run him up. But I'm not going to wreck him. That's the difference there. And people don't get that.
Y'all taking notes? You make me proud. Hey, you've been taught that. You know that. The people you surround yourself with growing up, being involved with Tim Brown and Jonathan Brown and all these people, and I like that approach. And that's to me, I said it earlier, respect is earned, it's not given. Not just there, anywhere in life. I mean, to me, that's just you got to earn the respect. You can't expect somebody, oh, I respect you, your name's cool, or something like that. But that's a very good answer. I like that a lot. I'm still crazy, can't believe that Victoria cut my hair, and I didn't realize who it was. Okay. By our July the 4th mid-season break at Bowman Gray Stadium, what does Mason Lawson want his name to mean at the Madhouse?
Yeah, I want people to look at me and say that that's a respectful kid. I also want them to look at me and go, "Well, that kid can do it." I don't want them to sit there and think, "Oh, he's just lousy. He wants to ride around the back." No, I want to come there and prove that I'm there to run up front and do what it takes.
If you was to win a race this year at Bowman Gray as a rookie, what would it mean to not just Mason, but his dad, Todd, his mom, to so many people involved with you as not just as a racer, but as a human? What would it mean to you and them?
It'd mean everything. That's all I've ever wanted to do since I was as old as I can remember is drive a modified, and then to come over there and get a win, I would be speechless.
Are you prepared for going down the front stretch barreling into turn one and 40 people flipping you off?
Well, I think so. That's Bowman Gray. That's the life of it. That's what makes Bowman Gray Bowman Gray.
Man, if I was a driver, I'd be like, I'd do a Texas turning around where I'm facing them on.
Well, Riley
Sorry, I shouldn't have done
Riley Neal told me, he said, when you're lining up, getting ready to go green, if people ain't shooting you the bird, then you ain't doing something right.
that. And Riley knows, believe me. Uh, when the season's over, what will determine whether Mason Lawson was built for that stadium or not?
We'll just look at it and see how our performance is, our finishes, what our average is. Look at where we ended up at points, and then you really got to sit down and total up what you spent on the year and kind of go from there. I mean, obviously, there's tear up there, but you can. There's some of it that you can control. A lot of people go out and do stupid stuff and put themselves in a bad position. You just can't do that there.
If Tim Brown, Brandon Ward, Burt Myers, Jason Myers, Riley Neal, anybody test you in your first race, how do you respond?
Well, those guys have been there a long time, a lot longer than you have. So you got to know and expect that to happen. And you just got to understand how to respond. You got to take it right. You can't just come out of the box and just start running people over. If you do that, you won't gain respect. You've got to prove to them that you can do it and handle it. And if they give it to you, give it right back to them, or you're just going to get run over.
What's your tolerance? What is your tolerance level for contact?
I mean, you got to expect it, right? So, guy drives down the corner and he's faster than you and he bumps you and moves you up a groove. I mean, that's racing there. Or, you go in the corner side by side and he washes up and you bang bars a little bit. That's racing. Now, when you're racing and the guy behind you might be a little bit faster, y'all running the same pace, and he's over driving the corner about 3 car lengths just to get to you. That's where it starts to turn into too much, I think. And when they start tearing stuff up for no reason, that's when it gets out of hand.
Here's a good one. What's harder at Bowman Gray Stadium, the racing or the politics?
Politics for sure.
There are some very now I'm devil's advocate. I'm talking about how everybody's family, but flip the screen. And I tell a lot of them out there, some of them don't even deserve internet access. I care less if they watch the show or not. I mean, it's that simple. But the ignorance of some people, I mean, not ignorance and meanness. There's some really, really. They'll say some of the stuff that will make you want to take a lighter, gas, splash, light. But I guess you, all of y'all, know that that's gonna come eventually. There's gonna be somebody. Listen, I've always said this, and a lot of people that watch the show all the time. I could stand at pit gate first race. Okay, I could start handing out $100 bills. The eighth person in is gonna cry, moan, and whine because their $100 bill ain't in 20s. Okay, you hear me? I said that to some drivers at Montgomery Speedway when I was the general manager and promoter of that racetrack. I was amazed at how people were acting and doing. But that's just the truth. No matter what you do, how hard you try, somebody tonight's going to say, Chris said this, he did that. It happens every show. And I am a little sideways and stuff, but you don't have to say that my granny used to be in an Indian tribe back in 1848 or something. They're just really good. I think what I'm trying to say here is you're prepared for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. I've seen it all my life. So when you see it all your life, you kind of know what to expect and how to prepare for it coming into it.
I'm going a little over with him. I got one more. I can't find it. I had like 82 questions. And I ended up with 4. Let's see. Who convinced you that you was ready for Bowling Gray?
Well, you're going to be surprised, but I sat down and talked to it with John Boy, and we kind of talked about it. And I asked him, I said, I don't know if I'm ready for this or not. I want to do it. And we talked about it, and he said that you're ready. You can go and do it.
There's not a man on the planet that I mean, that dude could tell me that I can be an astronaut tomorrow and I'm going to NASA. Okay. So I'm picking up what you're laying down, my brother. I am. Um, well, heck, let's do this. Okay. So let's just go back on here where the people are. Before we let Mason go, hey, David Joyce, what's up, brother? Does anybody out there, do y'all have any questions y'all want to ask Mason? And remember, all the other 2 guests are here, Devin and Grayson. Does y'all have any question for these guys before we let them go? Misty, I miss you, girl. Anybody have any questions y'all want to ask before we let Mason go? In the meantime, we'll be checking for that. You can't believe Amanda has not seen my beautiful Madhouse Harley Davidson shirt. She's leaving us, and that makes me sad, but we appreciate Madhouse Harley Davidson and what they do for us here. I believe the Madhouse bar, restaurant, whatever it's called, right there above the Harley place is now open. So I haven't been yet, but I will. I don't know why I try to read without these, but I can't stand putting them on and off. And sometimes I only say I'm a good eye too, so you know how it is. That's my Greer Ogburn
Oh, boy.
said that's my favorite race car driver. Who was that?
That was my best, or is my best friend from high school.
Oh yeah, what does old Greer do? Is he gonna come watch you think?
Yeah, yeah, he comes and helps me at the track sometimes.
Does he?
Yeah, he was my first crew member.
Greer, you a good boy. Oh wait, now we're gonna have Savannah Lawson said Greer Ogburn. No, he's my favorite.
Oh boy,
Who is Savannah?
that's my sister.
I wonder if I met Savannah when she was with you.
Might.
I'm not sure. You should ask Mason. Okay, now we're okay. This is what I was wanting. You should ask Mason about his iRacing nickname. So yes, I will. Tristan, tell us about your iRacing nickname, Mason Lawson.
Yeah, so me and Tristan, we were in the iRacing league,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really know how it came about. It was first one I'd ever ran. I think Tristan ran all of them, and it got a little rough in there, and I don't know how it came about, but I ended up winning the race, I think. But they gave me the name the Bringer of Chaos,
I really think
which it's actually I put it on my race car last year.
the bringer,
The Bringer of Chaos.
bringer I can write Chinese. It will take me a second. You will hear that over a microphone. I promise. Y'all will hear the bringer of chaos. Here he is in the number 82, Mason Lawson. Fans are gonna go crazy. All right, I gotta go back. All right. Wow, this is Bella. I'm Mason's favorite sister, and he'll agree. How many sisters you got?
2.
Bella's the smaller one.
Yeah, Bella's a
I met her with your mom at Circle
yeah,
K.
she's wild.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is she gonna race?
maybe.
I think it's.
It's a possibility.
Oh, man. Well, all right, man. It's been a really good show. And we got more. This ain't long. There was quite a few people that reached out today, and there's some that's going to race. Joe Weevil, he's going to race like 5 races in the Sportsman. Uh, Billy Andrews, his son's racing, and they're in Boone. So we're going to continue to have anybody out there, and also, my goal is just like when I had the kids on. My goal is to put a face. I want you people out there, and people can go back and watch this. So I want people to know who y'all are and what the hell are y'all thinking? And that it's the- but and Mason, and for y'all too. But I've done said it 9 times. I'll say it 10. I've known this guy for a few years now, and I feel like that you really do know what you're just gonna. Once again, I know y'all do too. But Mason, you've even made laps there
Hmm.
in a car,
Yeah,
and I watched it.
yeah.
So I feel like you're going to be okay. I feel like that. I don't know if it right now. I don't know of any other rookies that's going to be there.
I think um I'm blanking on his name. Police officer.
Yes, you're right. Yes,
He's to
yes,
run the full season.
yes. You're right. I can't remember his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. I seen him at the Clash actually. Um. So yeah, that's going to be good.
Somebody told me there was one other, but I can't remember who it was.
Well, I'm going to continue to reach out, and I hope other people come on board that's racing. And some people just don't want to get on the in front of a camera. But it ain't that bad, is it?
No, no.
Devin, was it that bad? All right. So hold on. There's one just like a book being written here. It's probably grandma or something. This usually
Might be.
happens.
Might be.
Oh, I know Victoria. I learned that. Yeah, earlier. Owen is spotting for Mason and Devin. He's a great friend of these boys. And I love Owen. I done said it 3 times. I always tell Owen, I love you, kid. Such a good kid, man. He's a heck of a ball player. That boy right there, he'll throw a baseball about 109. He's he's good. Oh, he's good. What's his little brother's name?
Um,
Corbin. Corbin. Yeah. Yeah. All good people. All good people. They know I love them. I don't have to say it over and over. Uh, okay. Well, you know what? Sydney's not here. So guess what? We'll give this to you. Okay. And I want Mason Lawson. He's going to be my assistant co-host tonight. And if you would, let's shout out all these sponsors right there.
all right. First off, we'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, raceforkids.com, Pullian's Hot Dogs with Mark, Precision Built Spindles, Jeff Day, Sykes Metal Roofing, Renee Hackett, Kogar Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension, Swiss Springs, the dentist at Kernsville, Tiffany Jemez, the Ginther Group, Kirsta Steel Racing, Tea Time Sports and Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Coast to Coast Fishing Apparel, Blue Ridge Truck Lines, Suntan Magic Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing, Enticing Icing, Dutton Safer Systems, Triangle Fitness in Kerrsville, Ideal Landscaping, JTV Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Bowman's Hauling and Grading, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance, Jordan Anderson, S&P Lemonade, J&T Services, Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready, Mixed Concrete, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Trucking, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Make TV Great with Nate, Soda Bowl Food Truck, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, and KevinSaysYes.com. You know, Chris, maybe we can get a car.
I'm telling you, ours winning. You done yet? Blessed. You hear me? Blessed. Okay. Uh, I'm so thankful. That's just, I'm blessed. Truly blessed. I'm thankful for the people that watch this show. I'm thankful for the people that support this show. Whether you like me or not doesn't matter. But if you watch it and you're talking about me, whether good or bad, you're still talking, and that's important. But I've got some of the best sponsors, and I'm gonna say it again. Steve Stroud right here letting us do this. That's important. Eric Engelbert. There's so many. The dentist at Kernersville, my friend Hope. That's not her official name at the dentist, but this is weird. One of my sponsors, the dentist at Kernersville, is from my hometown. She's got like 7 sisters, and I used to hang out with this whole family. And one of the sisters said, "Hey, did you know that Hope's in Greensboro?" And that's so it's funny how things kind of come around in life. But I appreciate all 3 of y'all coming on. I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out. Our sidekick Booster over here, he's always here. He mopped the floors for us tonight, and right when he did, I went walking everywhere just to make him mad. But good show, really good show, and I wish y'all for the 4th time, I'm gonna say it. I wish y'all nothing but the best. If there's anything that I can do for y'all, you want to be on again? Yeah, this anytime. I don't have a problem with somebody saying, and I get it sometimes, Chris, can I be on the show? Heck yeah, you can be on the show. And so, and real soon we're gonna do we gonna do like a night with the wives and the women. What is it like for the women to
My girlfriend would love that.
you know?
We might have to get her on the mic.
I'm scared because you said that.
She's very shy.
Oh yeah, we'll turn her around quick, buddy. All right, so from the bottom of my heart, once again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in tonight. And our world is going to hell in a handbasket. And I'm gonna say it again. I said at the beginning of the show, if your life is not right with Jesus Christ, you don't know him as your Lord and personal Savior, I highly suggest get in your Bible, start reading. Biblical prophecy is being played out right before our very eyes in this war with Iran. And that I love Donald Trump, but he's still a clown. What he's doing, I don't know. And him and Israel and all that's going on. But the moral of what I'm trying to say is we are definitely living in the last days. And please read your Bible, know the man above. And with all that being said, Patrick, I want to thank you for what you do, my friend. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I think we're going to continue to do big things. We will have phones. No, wait. Unless John Cox, Andrew Workman, or Eric Messer comes next week, we will not have a show. He told me way in advance. He's going to tell the people what I told you when you told me where you was going on vacation. What did I text back to you?
I'm going to Cancun, but
And what did I say?
be safe.
Man. Now you told me I'm praying. I'm gonna be ready to do Lord bless sir. Man, I'm gonna have to make a call to the cartel and tell them leave y'all alone, okay? Not a problem. Not a problem.
Much appreciated.
Thank you for what you do, Patrick. And thank you to all of y'all. And once again, y'all stay safe. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
There's a few people I need to thank, Chris.
What in the heck am I doing? All right. So Mason, what was I got carried away, didn't I?
I don't know.
Let's just say it. Just say it. Chris, you got carried away.
Chris, you got carried away.
I'm sorry, Mason. I'm sorry to your dad and everybody. Mason Lawson, please take this time and take as long as you want to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
Yeah, first and foremost, I gotta thank the good Lord above. It kind of happened in a special way for me to get into a race car. I began to walk Christ about the time I got to a race car, and it just all kind of worked out pretty cool how that worked out. But yeah, I gotta thank my mom and dad. My dad, he's been a huge help here. Without him, it definitely wouldn't have been able to be possible. Uh, I've got several sponsors to thank. Let's see here. I got a list. First off, I'll thank Next Home Realty. They've been with me from the beginning. They've been a lot of support. Doug and Adrian Witcher, go see them for all your realty needs. Walkertown Pawn and Gun, he's been with me from the beginning. Joe Tilley, cool dude. I like him.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah. Caldwell's Electrical in Kernersville, great company. They've been with me for a while. Ellington Jewelers, if you need a diamond ring or some jewelry or anything for your girlfriend or wife, go get it there. They're cool people in Kerrsville. Um,
D. Who'd you say?
Ellington Jewelers.
Oh, never mind.
And then Patrick Harper, he's been really good to me. He came on last year. Me and him were in welding school, and he decided to come on the car. I don't know if I can even say this one or not, but I'm going to. We've got the Greensboro Grasshoppers coming on board this year with
Really?
them and the Kannapolis Cannonballers. They're kind of a joint team deal. So
Mason, that is really
yeah,
free tickets for everybody. You go to see Mason Lawson, you get to go watch the Grasshoppers. Can you ask them if they need a hype guy on the microphone?
they might. They might. You know.
Man, I'll have people doing cartwheels.
So that's a pretty cool one coming on board. And also this year, Honda of Winston-Salem, Can-Ams, all that stuff, they've got it there. So they're coming on board too.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed, but not surprised. That what you just read, I'm not surprised. And Grayson, Lee, Devin, any of y'all are interested in sponsoring any of these guys? I just met these two, but you don't take long to see the character of a human being. It don't give somebody 3 minutes and you can pretty much figure out, yeah, nah, yeah, good, bad. But I feel in my heart that any of these guys right here, I know he will represent your business really, really good. If you are interested in helping any of these three drivers, reach out to me. I will make the connection and they will represent your business or brand like there's no tomorrow. I will see you soon.
Yep.
Okay. Because you owe me dinner now. And I'm fat and I love to eat and I love
Big
seafood. Yeah. We need to do that soon. All right. All right. Thanks, y'all. Much love to all of you. God bless. Stay safe until next time.
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups, whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer. Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook.